welcome back. This is Back to Basics podcast with your girl, Miss Ebony Keys.
And I'm Gen X, and we are here. Tempos is out and about, so the con business is a stressful one, so he's ripping and running. So you will see him in the other interviews that we'll have. But we are here chilling with Sin City Comics. That's www.sincitycomics.com. We are here with the boss, as they call him. As they call him.
Yes, sir.
And so we are here. We're in a crowded space, as you can hear. But we want to make sure that you get to know these amazing creators and these folks who are movers and shakers. And they're actually from Sin City, which is why they're named Sin City Comics.
Yes, sir.
All right. So would you like to tell us a little about you, yourself, where you come from? We'd like to talk a little bit, delve into who you are as a person, but then we'll jump into the comic book.
Sounds good, yeah. So me, little background, nothing special. Went to high school out here, grew up, pretty common stuff, played ball, football, stuff like that. I was just really into fiction. A lot of my friends, they were just into sports, and I was into both, so I could play kind of with both crowds. And then, some things happened, didn't make it, but I ended up joining the military, and that's when I found my business partners and friends. So we served together for, about to say, 6 years together, U.S. Army, and then we ended up at the same job, and then that's when we created Sin City Comics. Yeah, pretty crazy stuff. It was a crazy journey, 2 separate worlds, and we all met. It was wild.
Now, we met yesterday, and we talked about why Las Vegas, in particular Sin City, is so special. Why'd you stick with Sin City?
It's just home for us. And a lot of people outside, they see it, the casinos, they see it's a 24/7 town, but for us, it's home. So it's a community to us. We go to the strip every now and then, but we leave that for the tourists. That's for y'all. That's all y'all. Y'all got it. And then we like to just hang back and just chill with family, friends, and really just soak up, the Vegas culture that we know. And a lot of people outside, they're starting to see it now. We're starting to get sports teams here, and we can really build a community here, and that's kind of what we do here now.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
All right, well, the real reason why we're here is because you created some awesomeness.
Yeah.
All right, just give us a little bit more breakdown of, was it Tiempo?
Yeah, Tiempo. So we got that right here, Tiempo issue 1. So this is Tiempo issue 1, and then we have issues 1 through 6 available on our website. So a little bit about Tiempo. He controls and manipulates time. He doesn't time travel. He just controls it to seconds. So he can stop, fast forward carefully, use it to his advantage.
Right.
And that's the cool thing about Tiempo. And he's a present day hero. And then that does bring us to our next character. And that is Erratic. And she's based off in the future. So Erratic, she's 5 years old. And she's the daughter of 2 very famous superheroes. But she doesn't have powers. So does she go into the family business, or does she go on her own path? And as you can see in the cover, we got a little Easter egg. This is her as a kid, a teenager, and an adult. So you're going to grow with her all the way from an adolescent to an adult. So that's the journey you'll get with Erratic. So yeah, that's our 2 characters. And then on our website, we have a tab of characters, 19 different superheroes, all different ethnicities, genders, and different eras of time. So we go from the Egyptian Empire to the golden age of piracy, all the way to the future. So we're tagging in all of those timelines, and that's what separates us, I think, from a lot of other companies. We different avenue of approach.
So, as you know, the reason why we even came to your booth is because of that.
Yeah.
So, what is it? Why was that such an important piece to your publishing?
All right. So when we were creating, we're like, all right, we got this idea, but what's different? What's new? And we've always had modern day heroes. You see it, Superman, Batman, Iron Man, Spider-Man, they're all modern day, and we can associate with that. But what about heroes in the past? What about the ones before us? We're so fascinated. I think history is a beautiful subject, and we're all fascinated with history. So why not, add a little fiction to that? Add a little fiction to some history, and I think that's just a unique avenue of approach that not a lot of people have tapped into yet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's our reasoning behind that.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
Any other projects?
Well, yeah. What are you gonna be working on? Like, what? I know you don't want to give away anything too soon,
Right.
too much, but what are your plans?
So our game plan, without giving away too much, we want to get through issues 1 through 6 of Erratic, like we have 1 through 6 with Tiempo. Then we're going to dual release them. So that's a little. So yeah, once issue 7 comes, Erratica and Tiempo, bam, bam, right together, all the way up to. This is the first time. All the way up to issues 18 on each. So yeah, so that's going to be an entire journey. You're going to get to know those characters and really, really grow with them. And then maybe these other universes combine. And I'll leave it at that.
Wow. Okay, that's enough of a tease.
Yeah.
Yesterday, if you had seen what mayhem occurred in the booth, we were literally, they had to walk through very carefully exactly what was going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm glad you stopped yourself. You're the one. You're the boss that
I gotta
pulls it together.
Yeah, I gotta find the finish line.
The finish line.
Yeah. Can't go too crazy. Yeah, absolutely.
So when you think about the future of your company and where you're headed, like what would be like the most important thing that you'd like to make sure? You know, I've heard people, creatives, talk about, oh, I would love to get picked up or a movie or whatever. But what's most important about that process?
Our process, we want to make it because of the representation. A lot of people want representation in the fictional genre, and instead of complaining and telling and demanding other companies for representation, why not create it yourself? And we feel like we can get a platform big enough to establish, look, we have all of these characters, all these different type of people that look different, but they all have that common goal. And then you have that representation. And then our biggest thing is, we know how it is to start. It's tough to get started in this business. It's hard. And we want to end up doing publishing for other companies and other small businesses to get them started and not take all their money. Just enough to cover, the nuts and bolts, the meat, potatoes. Here, that's covered. The profits are yours. Let's grow and just build a community and stop like all of these corporations just taking and taking. Let's build it up together as a community that we are. So that's our goal.
So you're all about collectivism. That's what it sounds like.
Yes.
And also building other folks, but at the same time making money.
Exactly.
I think that's just an ingenious way of doing business. So for y'all who are looking to possibly help fund some of your projects, you want to tell people, if you have opportunity, how should they support you?
So yes, if you could, just go on our website, sincitycomics.com, on social media, follow us. If we can get a backing, if we can get enough finances to back us, then we can really grow as a company and as a community. And if we grow, you grow. That's our thing. We don't want to just grow and be like, hey, thanks for everything, but now it's our time. No, it's our time. So that's our biggest goal, biggest plan. So hit us up, sincitycomics.com. For locals, it's free shipping, but we do ship all over the world. And just support us social media. We're on Sin City Comics on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. We're on all those platforms. So just a follow, a simple shout out, any of those will help. It's all helpful.
Awesome. Mm-hmm. So you heard it here first.
Yeah.
You definitely want to be a part of this at the jump.
Yeah.
And don't jump on the bandwagon when it is rolling into your, not only your LCS, but also Hollywood, Bollywood, wherever you would. Let's go and make it happen. These folks are amazing folks. So on behalf of the Back to Basics team, we'd like to thank you, Sin City Comics, for holding it down and making sure that we are represented.
Absolutely.
I'm Gen X from B2B.
Miss Ebony Keys from B2B.
And you?
I'm Anthony Kelly with Sin City Comics.
You heard it here first. We had a great time with them. Make sure if you're in Vegas and you're at the con, make sure you stop by their booth. And if you have not followed them on social media yet, do so now. And we're going to have them on again. I have a feeling we're going to be doing more podcasts, virtual ones, with Back to Basics, a comic book podcast. Peace out. Have a great one.
Peace.